Hey, my name's James Nicholson, and in this video, I'm going to talk about what's happening in the property market. It's March 2022 at the time we're recording this, so we're going to talk about where are we at, what's happening, are prices going up, are they going down, what do we think is going to happen in the next few months or the year on property prices. So make sure you watch to the end. Do like the video, that helps me with the YouTube algorithm. So property prices have continued to rise in March. Now for the year, the average increase for the year, mostly that's in 2021, is 10%, which is crazy, right? If we could get a 10% return every year, we'd be very, very happy people. And so 10% is the rise this year, which is really, really powerful. Now, it's not expected moving forward that we will continue with these incredible returns, incredible rises that we've seen over the last year or two during the pandemic. So we've seen a 10% rise. Now, demand is still very, very high. There is not enough stock. Now, that's not going to change anytime soon. The reason is we just can't build enough houses. There's more people having babies. There's people coming to live here from other countries. And so that is something that's not really going to change rapidly. Now that gives homeowners kind of insurance that the market probably is less likely to crash because of that. Now it still could if interest rates had to rise significantly because inflation didn't get under control, but it's unlikely that that will happen, which is a good thing. Now, what we think is going to happen for the rest of the year is much slower growth. And I'd love you to give me a little guess. What do you think the growth will be in 2022? Comment below and let me know. Do you think we'll go down slightly, maybe lose 1 or 2%? Or do you think we'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%? I don't think you'd get much more than 5% growth this year, just because we've had these huge years of growth already. Now, what will also factor into that is this year, interest rates will rise a number of times. Now, I think because of what's happening in Ukraine and Russia, it's going to be less increases than it could have been, and probably less steeper ones while they see what's going on. Now, they've also got to keep inflation under control. So every single time you turn on the news now, all they're talking about is the petrol prices going up, the gas prices going up. And so inflation is going to be really high this year. They're doing their best, and hopefully Rishi Sunak will do some sort of duty cut to give people that little bit more help from these increased rates in the next few weeks or months. And so while that's ongoing, inflation will go up. Now, normally you would counter that by putting interest rates up. However, I still think that will happen, but I just think it will happen a bit slower because of all of that crazy stuff. We don't want to have a very severe recession. So I think that property prices will go up maybe 2, 3, 4% at most this year. Now, also things that are happening are obviously, we're not building enough properties, which is really something that needs to get addressed. If that doesn't get addressed and they get a lot easier to build properties, then of course we're never going to hit our target. Now, the average house price is peaked at £274,000, which is crazy, and the whole country has seen rises. Wales has done particularly well here as well. Now, market, is it going to slow down? Yes, that's in this article that I'm looking at here on Which. Of course it's going to slow down, right? You can't have 10% growth on properties. It just doesn't work because wages aren't following along with that. And interest rates are going up, meaning each mortgage and each pound that you're paying back, you're having to pay back more money than you were when these rises initially started. And so mortgages are still accessible. Some companies are helping making this more affordable and property more affordable. So for example, Habito have a 7 times your salary mortgage, right? Where standard is 4 to 5 times. And so that means that people will be able to get bigger mortgages, which will also help keep prices up right? Because if people can borrow more and just pay it off over a longer period of time, then that means that they can afford to pay more, and the market will help keep that pushed along. So that's my thoughts on March 2022. That's my thoughts on the property market, what's happening. I think it will still rise this year, but at a much slower pace. I think we will still get interest rate rises. I don't think they're going anywhere, but I just think that they'll be slightly slower and not as harsh. I think there'll always be a 0.25% rather than a full 0.5%, which I think they would have done to try and curb this inflation that we're going through. And hopefully that the government will step in and put some sort of duty reduction on the gas and the petrol, because once we can get that under control, then things will be a lot easier for everyone, really, because every business relies on fuel, and their suppliers do, and all of that stuff as well. So I'd love to know your thoughts anyway. Look, if you're new to this channel is all about my property journey. I'm actually currently this year buying properties for my daughters, Emily, who's 1, Georgia, who's 21. And I want you to join us on this journey and just see the behind the scenes. We've just secured a property at auction last week, 25% below market value. We're going to take you on a journey on the renovations, the refinance, all the warts and all on how it goes. So do subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification while you're here. Like the video, comment below, let me know how much you think the prices will go up this year. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. That's it from me. I'm James Nicholson. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.